Hey guys, Blessing here, and how are you all doing? So this video you are about to watch centers around the most evil sister ever and the red flags to watch out for if you notice signs like this in your sibling, no matter how much they pretend to care about you. Many of you are familiar with one of the most talked about divorces on the internet. The breakup between American chiropractor Dr. Justin Dean and Nigerian Facebook personality Korra Obidi. So in the year 2022, shortly after the birth of their second daughter, Justin Dean made a post on Instagram announcing that he and Korra were getting a divorce. Everyone thought it was a prank, but Justin insisted that it wasn't, while Korra stayed silent, never confirming whether it was real or just a bad joke. Now, as the prank or no prank debate continued to trend online, Nancy Umeh, the so-called supportive sister, jumped onto Instagram to confirm that her sister, Korra Obidi, was indeed going through marital issues and that she had stayed up all night trying to mediate. But wait, who is Nancy? Why was a complete stranger speaking on Korra's behalf? At the time, no one even knew who Nancy was. Was she an impostor? Maybe. Well, eventually, it became clear. Nancy is Korra's elder sister. But the bigger question remained, why was she the one to break the news? Who sent her? Is she Korra's publicist? And why was it necessary to speak on such a private matter when Korra herself had said nothing? This move only added more confusion. Nancy's post began to trend, and for the first time, she hit the blogs. Her Instagram following grew as people hoped she would spill more tea. Realizing the growing attention that she was getting, Nancy made her way to the USA to join her just separated sister. And that was when things escalated.
Okay, when we were dating, when we married, I mean when we did church, we fought. When you were there, you finished fighting, we were on a break. I saw my ex-boyfriend. Now so we do one thing. I told you, this is what we did. You said no problem, I forgive you. And then how many years later, you're coming to talk about, that's the reason why you're divorcing, and then 8 other reasons.
Nancy, the so-called evil sister, dedicated every single day of her stay in the US to talking about Korra's failed marriage. Nancy went on and created a Facebook page just for this purpose. Her views skyrocketed, her page became monetized, and soon she launched a full-blown smear campaign against her former brother-in-law, Dr. Justin Dean. She even went as far as accusing him of molesting his patients without ever providing a shred of evidence.
It was because he molested patients. That's why eventually his patients that he molested forced him to put the DC so that he could stop deceiving people.
She also criticized his parenting, claiming he fed his children junk food.
What she ate in her daddy's house last week. Ask her. Ask Juni, what did you eat at your daddy's house last week? You will vomit. They did not eat any food with any nutrients. Like, you know when they eat junk? Proper junk. She doesn't eat steak every time. He doesn't have money for steak. That's a very big lie. That's a broke, useless human being right there. Sometimes they don't even go at all for a whole week when they're there. No fiber, nothing. Junk.
But Nancy didn't stop there. Then people online started to get uncomfortable with the public spectacle. Nancy is the elder one. Shouldn't she know better? Why was she publicizing her sister's private struggles? And backlash followed. Many people accused her of being the real reason Korra's marriage eventually ended. In response, Nancy took to Facebook and went live, showing her conversations with Dr. Dean, and this only fueled the drama further. What an evil sister. And as if things were not bad enough, Nancy later accused Dr. Dean of poisoning Korra Obidi.
THC poisoning is marijuana. He spiked up her drink. I told her, you're fine. You are fine. Nothing happened to you. You were poisoned by your ex. Those people, it's not really easy to manipulate the US, okay? They wrote it there. I think I still have the report somewhere on one of those WhatsApps. THC poisoning, which is marijuana poisoning. She took the marijuana. I don't know whether it was in a drink or she smoked it. There's a history of anxiety disorder. I have a mom who has a sister that has severe anxiety disorder. That is something that happens to a lot of people. Every single family has at least one person who goes through some sort of neurologic or psychologic, issue.
She also alleged that he was committing tax fraud while married to Korra Obidi.
When I even went there, any small thing, cash, don't worry, let's just do cash. Let's just pay cash. Like, why are your patients paying cash? Because of the taxes, You carry my sister to be stealing taxes. Carry her there to be stealing taxes.
The level of defamation was astounding. Still, Nancy pressed on, live streaming every day on Facebook and making Dr. Dean the constant focus of her content. But why? What did she hope to gain? Before long, it became obvious. Nancy was using her sister's divorce to gain online clout and boost visibility for her struggling cookware business. Yes, Nancy is a pot seller. Her business was reportedly failing, with many customers complaining that she was selling fake cookware with the potential of causing cancer. Nancy, on the other hand, deceived customers by claiming that her cookware was premium. Eventually, Nancy confessed that her products were substandard because she had not invested in quality materials.
This is my Lekuse pot, purchased at 420 pounds. Did you hear that? 420 pounds. There is a $200 coating. It's called a hardener. I cannot afford to put a $200 coating on a pot to be sold in the poverty capital of the world. I am a businesswoman in Nigeria.
Things worsened when her own staff called her out during a live stream for unpaid wages.
And he got stuck on the road. So you see that. Oh gosh, I don't tell you say I go give you. Why you still dey talk about this money? Hey, no matter. I don't tell you say I go give you. Oh guy, I don't tell you relax. Don't talk about her again. You don't do. No talk about her again. How many hours you go talk about 1,000 naira? I tell you say I go give you. Oh my God. How would they cope with that? You do. They go. You dey online no? Say I dey online now. You just dey disgrace me for 1,000.
Now let's zoom in on the actual pots she sells. It's actually a joke. Her divorced younger sister, Korra Obidi, is her brand ambassador. And everything about the business seems unserious, unprofessional, and poorly managed. So again, why would Nancy rather spend her time dragging her ex-brother-in-law than fix her brand's reputation? Why is Nancy so bitter? After doing some research, I found that Nancy's erratic online behavior may be linked to a troubled past. Nancy had a traumatic childhood that left her emotionally, psychologically, and possibly even physically damaged.
Man, I can't believe we actually went through those things and I couldn't open my mouth to talk. Imagine I I didn't even go through therapy, or I didn't even like talk to someone about my childhood. How would I even know that I was damaged? How will I know? I would just continue to hurt other people, because I think that's what's going on now.
Her behavior is a cry for help. Nancy focused her content on Dr. Dean for over a year until he couldn't take it anymore. He hired a lawyer and sent Nancy a cease and desist letter. In response, Nancy mocked him online and boasted that no one ever wins her family in court.
Like, ooh, Justin is trying to sue me. Oh my God, I'm so scared. He doesn't know my family. He doesn't know that me us and court case. They know they win us for court. Okay? Not everybody's an illiterate like your family. Look at these guys from a family of nobodies. They just hairdressers, truck drivers. He only went to school. That's why when he talks in his family, like, ooh, Justin has talked. Oh. And then you come to a family of educated people and you want to treat everybody else like that.
Nancy, the evil sister, was determined to keep going. The money and online attention were too addictive to give up. Finally, let's illustrate how this saga benefited Nancy. When Nancy began her divorce campaign, she didn't seem to be doing well financially. She openly encouraged people to use drama to make money online.
We need to monetize our pages. I'm all for drama. I actually like drama too, but if you're doing drama, let your drama be paying you too. And I think you can start to earn once you get to 10,000 followers. I got to 10,000 followers in 4 days because of my sister. She's well known on Facebook. That's why.
Now, 3 years later, she and her husband have succeeded in purchasing 2 short-let properties in Lekki and a brand new car, among other investments. But are these material gains worth the damage she has done to someone else's life? I do hope that Nancy eventually seeks professional help to deal with whatever trauma she's carrying, because attacking others will never heal her. So if you'd like to watch part 2 of the story of Nancy Umeh, the evil sister, go ahead and leave a comment below, follow this page and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. I remain Blessing Unjo, the analyst, and I will catch you all on my next one.
Okay. Radiance. Nancy will kill me if I show this my grill pan. She doesn't want me to show this grill pan.